Now, hey everyone, me and Murray Duck are going to be doing, well, sort of, Turning Point. Now, normally I'd hail the deals, but I tried recording this already, and now, usually it'd let me drop a mission, but it won't let me drop this one, so I have to read it off of this, I have to read it off of this in progress thing.
Yeah.
We've,
Sorry about that, people.
We've made a breakthrough. We can't lay claim to Daywall 3 and make it our new home without allies. The planet is close to Klingons' base, although they've never formally claimed it. If we could get their support, or that of the Federation, we would be able to break away from the Romulan Star Empire without worrying about what the Tal Shiar would do. Datan has been working for weeks to get the Klingons and the Federation to agree to talks. Now representatives from both factions, I don't know why I didn't say just sides there, but factions will be at Khitomer to hear our proposal. And so will the Empress. I want you to be there as well. I think we'll need someone like you on our side. It won't be easy, but this is our best chance to create a new life and a new home. And we need to be at the Khitomer system, which we're at right now.
Yeah. And despite the fact that this mission is single player, we will try to be along the same path of dialogue here.
Khitomer. This place has some bad blood. Back in 2346, the Romulan military launched a massive attack that slaughtered all the Klingon colonists here and took the planet. The Klingons took it back in the chaos after Shinzon's rebellion. This is the first time since then that they've allowed Romulans to be here. We should be careful. The Klingons aren't going to be in a great mood. Just having us here will be a reminder of what's happened. Datan is waiting for us with the rest of the Romulan diplomats in the Hall of Conquest.
Alright, let's go meet Datan. And it seemed to put you in the same instance, so...
Yeah, but we're in different areas. Again, though, we will try to keep along with the same dialogue.
Wonder what it takes to be put in the Gallery of Honor.
I think that door down there doesn't open, so I think we have to go this way.
Yeah, it's a little confusing how to go along the path. In the Gallery of Honor, there's a Romulan in a white outfit. Keep that in mind for a little bit later in the mission.
Alright, apparently the arrow is pointing me this way, and there's the circle, so... Here we go. Alright, here's who we need to talk to. Yeah, Datan.
It's good to see a friendly face.
Almost
The
there.
air here is a bit tense right now. I need to stay here and prepare for Empress Seela's arrival, which I'm sure will not be pleasant. Could you speak with the Klingon and Federation delegations? See what they're thinking, get a feel for how the negotiations will go, and most importantly, try to convince them of our sincerity.
That sounds like a good plan. What could I do to help?
We're still working on an agreement, but an initial proposal is on the table. The Federation and Klingons will help us establish New Romulus, as long as they can set up embassies on the planet. They wish to use this as a chance to acquire Romulan technology and Romulan allies. We need assistance to create a new world. It's a give and take, one that will hopefully work. You can start by speaking with some of the delegates from the Klingon Empire and the Federation. Just because an initial proposal has been presented does not mean the conference is over. Far from it. Any information you can get me about what they're thinking will help when it comes time to present our case.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. Let's see. Yeah, this deal is kind of weird. These boxes, when you hover over one, it makes it bigger, makes it smaller, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think it was one of the things that was added with season 8. It's a little inconvenient, but I've learned to deal with it.
Alright, so now we need to go down here and talk to the Romulans, the Federation and the Klingons.
Hmm. First, we mingle with the Klingon delegation, the whole few of us.
Which I think is... You still behind me? Yeah, there you are. Just want to make sure.
That's not me, that's,
Hall of Heroes.
Tobin.
Oh,
Probably
oh yeah, that's...
heroes who killed
Yeah.
Romulans.
oh yeah, that's who is following me. Okay,
Mm-hmm. And he's the only one that follows.
alright.
I understand their stance, but still, there are issues. The would-be Romulan Republic is weak and fractured. How could an alliance benefit us?
Yep, I was observing the Gorn. I'm not...
Yeah. Now we talk to him.
What do you have to offer?
One of the Tan's followers. Greetings. I am Ambassador Satas, representative for the Klingon Empire. I'm curious, what exactly does your group have to offer the Klingons in an allegiance? Titan is no warrior, and the Klingon politics have little in common with Romulan machinations. You want to see our strengths as us? I'll accept your challenge.
Yes, we go.
You have bravado. I'll give you that. That doesn't mean you are strong or trustworthy. Perhaps an alliance with your group would better strengths against the Federation. If you didn't stab us in the back, that is. We shall see.
Very well. Now, we gotta go over here and talk to this guy.
Counselor, well done.
Diplomacy makes for thirsty work. The Federation ambassador can't hold his teeth together for more than a minute. The Vulcan just stares daggers at everyone. Half of my delegation are a breath away from ripping into the Starfleeters like rampaging targs, and we're stuck here with you backstabbing greenbloods. Did I offend you? Get used to it. We don't have a reason to trust you yet, and I don't know if we ever will. Yet maybe I could help you with your thirst. And we need to go get...
And Tobin makes a remark. That says, sometimes I'm amazed that Klingons actually like blood wine.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go up here and...
Speaking of backstabbing, that Romulan is a spy.
Spurs sapping my centuries. Okay, it's over here. I got it. So now we can go over and help the Klingon with his thirst for blood wine, which is a great name.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Blood wine. At least you have some manners. Nice to know that you all aren't as ill-bred as the stories say. Watch your words, Klingon. No one talks to me like that. There's some strength in you. I like that. Perhaps you would be a valuable ally. But just because you know when to bring a Klingon a drink does not mean we are friends. And I'm keeping an eye on you and your kind. Very well.
The Klingons don't seem too thrilled with the idea of being allies. Maybe we'll have better
And
luck.
let's see what we can do.
Alright, so now let me check my map. I think they're all
Heading back to the Chamber of Conquest.
they're all up here, so yep. Yeah, I thought that was you. I thought that was you for a second, but no, it's just Tovan.
Yeah, and Tobin's the
Whoops.
only one
Okay,
who actually is
that
allowed
door's-
down here. You don't get a full
Yeah.
away team.
That door is not going to open, so I need to go over here. Yeah, I guess the red doors don't open. The ones with the green markings are the ones that do open.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of odd because it leads to the same room, but you know, whatever.
Math, physics, they often don't make
Yep.
sense.
Alright,
First up to talk to is Ambassador Jiro Sugihara.
yep.
I'm from Starfleet. I'm here to help.
One of our new potential allies. I'm Jiro, how did you say it, Sugihara?
Sugihara.
A representative of the Federation Diplomatic Corps. Let's talk, shall we? Yes, I'd love a chat. Now, please don't take the cool reaction of some of my colleagues as an indication of how the whole of the Federation feels. There is a history between our two governments, but I believe with some work, we could come to a peaceful agreement. Don't you agree? And I was hoping that we... Of course you do. Of course. Why else would you and the other fine forward-thinking Romulans, such as Datan, be present here at the conference? I'd like to think of us all, Federation, Klingon and Romulan alike, as engineers. We're building bridges to a newer, brighter future. We're architects, designing the vital load-bearing structures upon which we might build vital cooperative efforts. But before we can get to the window dressing, of course, you know where we must begin. Yes, we could start. Why, with the foundations, you know that, of course. Why, there's nothing we cannot achieve if we're able to continue to sit down and discuss our differences, and bit by bit, measure by measure, work through them and learn from one another. We must start fresh. So, as one potential friend to another, I ask this entirely as a personal question. How do you feel about reunification? I know there's a lot of questions. I know there's still a lot of people in the Federation still opposed to it. But I'm certain that if we simply sit down together and discuss the issue rationally, we can... Yep,
And we got a couple of options here.
Yep. I think... Yeah, make polite excuse and leave. And, he's a...
Tover remarks definitely very enthusiastic.
Yeah, he's quite talkative.
Admiral Tanay is
not so enthusiastic. Whoops.
Yeah. I know your kind too well to ever trust what you say. I will not be taken in by your attempts to be disarming. My kind, the kind that is hunted and killed by the Tal Shiar? It is yet to be determined if anyone is being hunted. If that is the case, Starfleet will take the appropriate action within the bounds of the Prime Directive. I have spent more than 3 decades defending the Federation from Romulan plots. I have seen all of the tricks, the deceptions, all the treachery that is born of hubris. Romulans believe they are superior to all other species. That is incorrect. It will take a great deal of effort to deceive me. I do not suggest that you try. And this isn't a trap, Admiral. You will see. Yeah. So I guess not everyone in the Federation is all cheers and sunshine.
No. So, there's a thing. There was like a platform in my way. Oh, there's another one in my way. All right, so now we need to go down here. Go down and talk to Datan about what's going on. And here he is. No, I wanted to talk to Datan, not the other guy.
Jolan True, what do you have to report? There's doubt everywhere. We will have to be careful not to...
This conference is a farce.
Sela!
You're not trying to found a settlement. You're rebelling against your sovereign. You're stirring up dissent with your wild stories of mysterious aliens and colony attacks.
Wild stories?
Until now, I gave your little movement some leeway because I thought I could convince you to see the error of your ways. This ridiculous conference shows me I've been far too forgiving.
You? How could you?
Tovin, that's enough. You two, please leave this to Khitomer and me.
Unbelievable. How can that woman stand there and deny everything? If you ask me, the only thing worse than the Tal Shiar is the politician who lies for them. There should be no allegiance with such... Hold on. I'm getting a message from the ship. We're picking up odd ships on sensors. Ships that match the one we scanned back when the colony was destroyed. Good. Now they'll have to deal with us, the Klingons, and the Federation.
Alright, inform the
Klingons they have uninvited guests.
We're gonna need a new plan.
The Klingon command base has ordered us to remain in orbit and lead the defense of Khitomer to them. However, I am certain that the Singularity signature are detecting a same ship that was in orbit of Viranet during the attack. That could be the person responsible for the destruction of the colony. Do we investigate despite the Klingons' objection? You bet your ass we do.
Of course. Yep. Sounds good.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah.
I'm picking up multiple anomalies in the area.
Bison.
Klingons are still ignoring them. We should investigate them and be prepared for whatever happens. Keep an eye out for Klingon ships. If any hostiles appear, they'll show up too. If we're lucky, they'll target the enemy and not us.
Very well. Let's go. Alright. Take our little bird of prey here. Go over and see what's going on with this anomaly. I see your deal I see your deal there, but I don't see you around because, yeah.
The Alachi will hide in the tall Shi'ar ship.
Oh, look at this.